All right, so I believe that the San Francisco 49ers are currently making a huge mistake or on the verge to make a huge mistake. This mistake being that you trade Trey Lance and start Brock Purdy. Now, of course, this is just reports, and the reports have suggested that the 49ers have been listening to calls for Trey Lance. And while I understand always trying to see or listen to calls because you never know what you'll get offered, I just think if you actually trade him for something that is not of the same value of what you gave up to get him, that it will not be a good idea and it will be a dumb move. This is because you have to remember what they gave up to get Trey Lance. They gave up 3 first-round picks and a third-round pick to get Trey Lance. So trading him before you really even get to see him play half of a season would just be stupid. And I need to preface this by saying I'm not saying that Brock Purdy is not good. I believe Brock Purdy is an average or slightly above average NFL starting quarterback that looked really good last year because he was in a Shanahan offense where he makes it look easy for the quarterback. He makes quarterbacks look good, and it also helps that you have some of the best weapons in the league. You have George Kittle, you have Deebo Samuel, you have Christian McCaffrey. So it wasn't like he was just out there cooking by himself. He was getting it in the hands of the playmakers, doing everything he needed to do, playing the game the right way. Like, I am not saying this as a detriment or a knock on Brock Purdy. I'm more saying this as a compliment to Trey Lance and why getting rid of him will just leave you in the same position you were with Jimmy Garoppolo, which is stuck with a quarterback that I don't think can get you over the hump. Because even though Brock Purdy got you real close to that Super Bowl, I mean, you can make an argument that if he would have played in that NFC Championship game, that you could have won the game because your team was that good. But I don't think a quarterback like him beats a Patrick Mahomes-led team, no matter how good your team is, because at the end of the day, in this league, quarterback play matters. Your quarterback needs to be able to play on the same tier as the other quarterback. And I don't think Brock Purdy has it in him to play on a Patrick Mahomes level. I don't think he can even play on like a Jalen Hurts level, which is put the team on your back, which is what Jalen Hurts did in that Super Bowl. But I believe a guy like Trey Lance can be the ultimate difference maker, the ultimate X factor, and Kyle Shanahan's ultimate trump card in possibly winning a Super Bowl. Because it's like it's how the league is going. The league is headed into this kind of, you want your quarterback to be able to do it all. You want your quarterback to be dual threat. And Trey Lance is the epitome of dual threat. His upside is insane, mainly because his physical attributes are out of this world. He is like 6'4", weighs like over 200 pounds, and has a crazy good arm. And I understand what a lot of people are going to say. They're probably going to say, but Brock Purdy's floor is a lot higher than Trey Lance's floor. And that may be true, but we don't know. Because how much football have we seen Trey Lance play? Brock Purdy has really played more football than Trey Lance had. Trey Lance's rookie year, he played, I think he started in 2 games, played in a few more in some spot minutes, in specific packages and specific plays. But then he got hurt. And then we saw this past year, he started the first game in which he didn't play well in a game that was in a literal monsoon in Chicago on Soldier Field, which is not that good of a field. So, of course, he didn't play well. They were impossible conditions to throw the ball at a high level. So, of course, he wasn't going to go out there and look great. When you're playing in rainy, wet games, the advantage goes to the defense always. So, of course, he played bad. And then the next week, he got hurt before he could even get started. So it's like, we really don't know what Trey Lance can do. But in my eyes, I always go for the higher ceiling. I always go for the guy that, when all else fails, he can go out there and make a play. And I'm not saying Brock Purdy can't, but Trey Lance can do that at a much, much higher level. And I mean, that's why he got drafted at number 4, number 3. And then that's why Brock Purdy was Mr. Irrelevant. Now, again, like I said, I'm not saying Brock Purdy's bad, but Trey Lance has potential to be so much better. And the thing is, if you start Trey Lance, you could easily just go out there and say, oh, if he's not playing well, we can put in Brock Purdy. You have the best insurance policy in the league, given he is one of the best backup quarterbacks in the league. And if you start Brock Purdy, you can't keep Trey Lance, but if you start Trey Lance, you can always keep Brock Purdy. It's just that simple. So I think at the end of the day, the 49ers will be looking really, really dumb if they trade Trey Lance without at least giving him a chance to play even half the season. Like, just give Trey Lance a shot, man. Because I think in that offense with Kyle Shanahan and those weapons, he's going to look amazing. That running game is going to be damn near unstoppable, and he can throw that thing forward, and he can get it to dudes who are butt booty naked open. Like George Kittle be wide open. Like against my Seahawks, George Kittle was like butt naked open 30 yards down the field, and I'm like, I don't know how he got that open. That's crazy. So I think Trey Lance can do it if given the chance. So just give him the chance. But yeah, that's how I feel about this topic. This was a very impromptu video. And I really want to hear y'all thoughts. Do y'all think they should trade Trey Lance and go with Brock Purdy? Or do you think they should stick with Trey Lance and keep Brock Purdy as the backup? So just let me know. Thank y'all for watching. Have a great day. I love y'all. Please like and subscribe. Peace.